Currently, we are developing a service called PART2-Profile-cast. In the PART2-Profile-cast service, the goal is to send messages to a subgroup of users in the population without even knowing their network identities. The sender simply specifies the desired behavior of the receivers, or the target profile for the message, and the protocol would try to identify such persons from the general population who match with the given target profile. We illustrate the concept using the mobility profile cast, where the target profile is a certain mobility pattern. We currently mainly focus on profile cast in a decentralized mobile network with no infrastructure. However, this concept is also useful in infrastructure-based scenarios. Here we show a toy example of the mobility profile cast. We have three groups of users with different mobility preferences. The blue node mainly visits the bottom left corner. The green ones mainly visit the middle of the simulation field. And the black ones mainly go to the top right corner. Now a node in the blue group wants to send a message to the black node. It turns red here to indicate that it is the sender. It's going to appear right here to indicate that it's the sender. But it does not send the message to other blue nodes as they are similar to the sender itself and will not help much in delivering the message. However, when it moves into the green group, it sends the message to the green node, as the green node is more similar than the blue nodes to the black nodes. Now the green node moves toward one black node and delivers the message to the black node. And eventually, when the black node moves back to its local community, the message is spread within the community to reach other black nodes. We also show the same concept of mobility profile cast using an example with real trace. Now the node in dark blue in this area are the intended receivers. And the blue color gets lighter if the node is not similar to the target profile. The sender is the yellow node up here, and it passes the message to another node who is more similar than itself to the target profile and turns the node red. Later, when this red node comes to the campus, it sends the message to those who are more similar to the target profile. Notice that only the nodes that are intended receiver receive the message, and it helps to cut down overhead by not delivering to other nodes unnecessarily. In the future, through the course of the project, we will investigate the following agenda. We want to generalize the profile cast service to include other characteristics as the goal of message delivery. This is, of course, related to the effort of inferring user characteristics based on new methods of trace collection and processing. On the other hand, we will investigate techniques to preserve user privacy in the notion of k-anonymity. Even if one supplies a very complex query, the openly available traces should return at least k users. This would require us sometimes adding some fake or shadow users to the trace. We also want to study techniques for user location and encounter pattern prediction based on the realistic data, which will be helpful in prioritizing the alert messages to users in case of an emergency, or effectively choosing a message carrier. Currently, we also work on programming some mobile devices to collect more traces from user behavior or the communication opportunities. On the left-hand side, you see some HP iPads. Currently, we have some small program to scan and track Bluetooth devices in communication range to these iPad devices. On the right-hand side, you see some Nokia Internet tablets. It is a Linux-based device, and we have more flexibility to write programs to track the user behaviors on the devices. This presentation is brought to you by the NOMADS group led by Dr. Ahmed Helmi at the University of Florida. Several former or current members in the group have contributed to the research work or demo, and their names are listed here. We welcome your questions or comments through email. Thank you very much.